So I thought I'd show you a little bit of what goes on in the mornings. The mornings are pretty much the same every day. We basically, it's sorting animals out first in the morning. Obviously Riley settled in all right actually. He stands there like the others. He's quite happy, I think. I've been giving him a little bit of grub. We'll give him some later on, but yeah, I'll show you a bit of this morning's routine. Yeah, we've got a few calves about, so at the end I'll show you the calves. Farmer's already made a start. Always starts with barley around at the back shed there with the stores. A bit of silage out ready to go in with the cows. Obviously been working on the yard a little bit, but we'll get to that later on. Have you already had yours? Oh, you have, haven't you, hey? They've already been done, look. What we'll do, we'll steal this guy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He'll come with me. That'll give me another place to tip. The grass is looking all right though, isn't it? That's the rye grass. It's all filled in. Where we had that little mishap with the drill, it's all filled in. I think there's a little thin patch at the top end there, but it doesn't look too bad really. Let's pick them up. I have not sharpened this knife, so I'm not joking. Before Christmas I last sharpened that. Look at that. They don't usually last that long. There's something quite therapeutic about opening bags. I told you nothing goes to waste. They ain't good enough for the horses. These guys will, they'll be fighting over this one. If we don't take them out with these marks on, just gives yourself a bad name, but these guys won't mind that. These strings are nice. This morning's ain't going to be our typical morning actually. Farmer wants to run cattle through, so yeah, they're going to have treatment for itching, which is spot on, kills the lice. We noticed they just started itching again. You have to do them every, you know, getting on for 3 weeks. And today we've got an opportunity to do it, so get done. This big bale is where you have to change net on the baler, and then you forget to put your settings back, and it produces you a giant one. Catches them out every single time. You always end up with 10 or 12 of them. There's Keithy. Keithy's been on the edge trimming all winter pretty much. He comes in, off he goes. He's I think he's nearly done up with it. I think we've got next week and a little bit more, and they'll be pretty much done up. We're hoping to get out with them next week and see if we can film a bit with them, but we'll see how that goes. Where did that come from there?
I don't know.
That's some of the finest, isn't it?
Got to be chefs on it. Oh, very fine there. Around the edge somewhere.
Around the edge somewhere, isn't it?
Bloody old shit.
Yeah. Got it? You always end up with about 20 pins, don't you?
Ain't too bad, mate. Where do I actually really put enough, Matt?
Yeah. This morning's job. It's not a long job actually. It takes longer pretty much to set the gates up. We're going to run all the big animals. So all the stores around the back there, all the cows, and it's just a pour-on solution. I think it's 10 mil a pour-on. I can't remember the amount if I'm honest. Charlie usually does a pour-on. I'll get the cows in. Farmer will be on the gate. The old man's usually lurking around as well. And yeah, it's a bit of a strange setup, but you know, we're working in the yard at the minute, and this is actually how we do it to get cows and animals across. And it's not very sophisticated, but it doesn't need to be. So yeah, a bunch of old gates, get the animals across. We can lock animals in different sheds, and it just works, you know. So yeah, it's pretty simple. They're all itching. You start noticing it, but the ones around the back, they'll start itching their bums on the troughs. Then they end up pooing in the troughs. Then you've got to clean out a load of poo, which is no good. So it's easier to just get them through, get them spot on, and they'll all be nice and lice free. Some years are worse than others for lice. Last year didn't seem to be a bad year for lice really, but yeah, and I don't think this year particularly, you know, there's nothing in there like real bad for lice. You know, you see bare patches on the rear ends when they start scratching bad, and then to the point where they start bleeding. So they aren't too bad, but we like to stay on top of it. Just as they start itching, we like to do it, and it just seems to keep them clean a little bit longer. I don't know if you're catching the eggs or you're catching the lice before they lay eggs or anything like that, I don't know, but it seems to last a bit longer if you catch them early with it. She is in every one of my videos. I won't show you too much. I'll show you Charlie doing one, and then we'll move on to something else. Because we have a man cage that attaches to these telehandlers, you have to have them checked every 6 months. So the man is here. He will do his check-in and make sure they're, basically just make sure they're safe for use, because obviously you've got people going up on top of the telehandler. I'll just drop this off for him. So he has to look at all the attachments, make sure everything, basically just checking out all the, making sure everything's safe basically. Go on Ed! Shh! What? What? Come on!
What?
Go on! Go on! Go on!
There's no issue, is there?
No.
Good.
How much do you give them then? 10 mil?
10 mil, Matt. Most folks wouldn't bother till they were really scratching bad again, but
yeah.
I ain't saying
They look better for it, don't they?
Yeah, exactly that, more. I don't like them with a bloody lot of bold patches and...
No, they look horrendous, don't they? Alright, go on! Come on, girls. Go on, then. Go on, then. Go on, then. Go on. Go on.
It's quite a beautiful bloody animals.
Run through. No, okay. Yep. The one on the end here?
399.
She's getting close as well, isn't she?
Steady, steady, you're fucking racing about. Better stay with those. What?
What? Easy, isn't it, Charlie? Right, mixed bag of animals, isn't there?
We're pretty quiet, aren't we?
Yeah.
Go on. Go on. Go on.
The old boy doesn't take long doing the tests. He said they were all fine, so that's the main thing. What? What? Hey, hey!
What?
What?
All go stand in the gate.
What?
That'll do them good, won't it?
What? Yeah.
We leave these up, if we get them two out, then we know we go.
Pretty much everything done. We've got these two here. These are two of the big calves. We're going to wean them now because they're actually bigger than a couple that are already over there. So they're getting weaned now. We've got a few calves with us. Got to be ever so careful when you're running them through the crush and around the crush. Some of the cows won't leave the calf. You just got to be careful when you're dealing with calves. So take your time. Don't rush them. You know, take everything through gentle. Otherwise, you get a calf crush easy as that. So, but they're all right. They've all gone through. They've all had their spot on. They'll all be good. They'll go back into their pen now. These two will be weaned. They're going to start making some noise. 2 or 3 days. That's it. That's all it takes. Charlie's got one cow over there who wouldn't leave calf. So she's got her with a bit of barley. So everything's been done. Job done. Easy as that. And yeah, just take the gates down, litter everything back up, easy. Come on then, girls. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on.
There's no calves in there, mate, sir. Only one we want. She could go over, couldn't she?
Yeah, now's the time, innit? Yeah, she can come over now. She's done and dusted, isn't she?
All that leaves in there then is that 380.
Yeah.
380, there's a little heifer in there, isn't there?
Yeah. Got one more, Charlie. Come on, Ep.
You gonna do it? Charlie?
That calf is loving that. Any Charlie, that calf is loving it. He's like, oh wow, this is all right. This ain't too bad. That's it, they're all done, aren't they?
Cover the bulls,
Oh yeah, got to do the bulls.
which there will be. It's just going to be lifted.
If you push it hard, it should slide up. What? All right. Right, we're back in the calving shed. It's been a strange old week. We thought 3 or 4 different cows were going to calve about 4 days ago, but they're holding on to them. We didn't have many this week. I think we've only had 2 this week. There's one in here who looks like she was going to have had it last night, but she still ain't let go of it.
reckon, mate.
You're going to be busy in the night, that's what I reckon.
You might be right, Dave. You might be right.
You're going to have 4 to deal with in one go.
I reckon they're going to start about 10 to 5 just as rugby starts.
Yeah. Yeah. There are 5. There's 399, 286, 291, 365.
Who's that? I just looked at 308, was it?
308 is, yeah.
308 or 309.
That's 5.
There's one about 12, but I didn't think that number 17 looked too far away. Shen,
No.
yeah, but Shen is. Look at this galley here.
365. That's her, isn't it? That's the one we were. Earlier on, she looked like she was nesting. She'll wait just till your dinner.
I've been in and, you know, like, so I said to Darren, I went on looking at the cows, mate. And she got me carry on one corner.
She weren't like that earlier. I bet they've been buggering about.
Yeah, like I say, more like
No. Right. Me and Linda have been on the hay, and Darren and Farmer have been.
You just got to blind that up, make it good in the bottom, mate.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave this corner deep. I think to here, Matt, we'll leave that as 8 inches of concrete, because that's going to take a lot of abuse around there.
Yes. Yeah. Trailers coming in and out.
So we just got to have a shovel and go along this place, mate.
Yeah.
And then I thought we just level the, you know, just a bit of stone in the bottom.
Yeah.
I was thinking you could manage that, can't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And basically it wants to be 6 inches, mate.
To the bottom of the boards, yeah?
Right?
To the bottom of the boards, isn't it?
Yeah, somewhere to the bottom of the boards.
And this slopes down into this drain this side, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's going down.
And it slopes that way from there, and then it slopes back this way from here, so all the water will end up in there, won't it?
Yeah.
And then that drain,
Grid on that,
yeah,
eventually.
that sends it down there, doesn't it? And then it all ends up,
And then this will slope back into that side.
yeah,
The edge of this concrete, when we do this next section, which will be here,
yeah,
the edge of this will be level with that edge there.
yeah, I
That's
see, yeah.
So this will be dead level again.
And then that'll send water like the
That's
same,
it.
that'll go back that way and that way. Yeah, that'll be good, won't it?
That'll raise 40 mil, and then this one will do the same, Matt. So that will, what we're going to try and do, mate, is work it so that we've got a section to here, then a section that will come to here, something like that, right?
Yeah,
And that should leave us 2 in the middle going down that way.
yeah, yeah. And then it all, you should always have no water on the concrete, should you?
No, should run off.
Yeah,
Should run off.
yeah, that'll be good, wouldn't it?
It runs nice, it's running beautiful, I can see it is.
Yeah,
And then that edge, I can't remember how I worked it, but that edge is higher. You can see that edge is.
so that'll send it down this way anyway.
That should all slope into that,
Yeah,
and it should run straight down through the gully there at that where that pipe is. It should run. That should be the local.
and you've put loads of extra drains off it, haven't you? Just, you know, when we join on or whatever,
Yeah.
for a future, isn't there? There's one that goes up that way, and
Yeah,
this one
basically
goes.
from them catch pits, we just gone straight out under the tracks of the digger. And the same that end, it goes out to the other side, it's out in that yard about, I don't know, over 10 or 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, and there's one under that concrete already as well, isn't there?
That's
So
it.
you got
I
some
think that
options.
was wasted, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I think that was a waste of time.
No, it will have some soak oil, won't it?
Mainly because we carried this on. I hadn't intended carrying this on, but then I thought actually for another day, there's no point. We might as well make it.
Yeah,
You want to future-proof it, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, you ain't got to start cutting and digging concrete to put a drain in. Now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
I know it took us an extra day, but that's.
yeah. That'd be good, wouldn't it? We'll pull both of these in one hit, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm banking on having. That'll be 8. Oh, Christ, I don't know what's
8.
that going to be. 8,
3,
4 metres, 3
3 or 4,
metres.
yeah.
11 or 12
If you get
metres.
8 and 4, you'll have enough, won't you?
Yeah, we'll have about 12 metres. We just got to put a bit of stone along this side, Matt. I was thinking just build this side up with a little bit of stone. You
Yeah.
know, an inch up the board, that's all.
Yeah.
Just to hold it in place.
Yeah,
And I was good that corner, I think we will leave it a bit thicker.
yeah.
It won't matter if
They
it's
want a
8
bit of
inches.
stone this side, just hold the concrete in.
Exactly,
won't it?
yeah. That's what I was thinking, mate.
Yeah. That'd be alright, wouldn't it? How deep's your original yard? Is that 6 inches or 8 inches?
6 inches.
6?
Yeah, 6 inches of concrete, mate, there.
But it's you know, how long's that been there?
Yeah, a long time, mate. And it's had wet all the time, you know.
Yeah.
I've sort of been thinking to myself, fucking hell, we need to do something with that because it's gonna, one of these days it's gonna crack, you know.
We won't pour on a frost, will we?
No.
Why is that?
If Monday comes and they say we're, you know, there's no frost, we'll pour it.
Yeah.
I wish I'd ordered it. You know.
What will it do though?
It won't go. It doesn't go off. It flakes.
Okay.
And it weakens it. You know, it's
Right.
it has a hell of a job to go off, mate.
Yeah.
Makes it, you know, all the water
Doesn't crack it
expands.
then. It just doesn't go off
No,
very
it
fast.
just doesn't go off.
Right.
And once it's been frosted, it'll make it all flaky.
Oh, I see. The
It'll-
frost gets into the
Yeah,
top,
exactly.
and then the top peels away.
It'll
sort of
peel
thing.
away. It's hot. It's terrible, mate. We did a bit round the bullpens. I could show it you.
Yeah.
That we did on a frost.
Show up forever.
Oh yeah, horrible. You know, no good. And ain't worth it. You
No.
know. But I wish I'd got it ordered. I wish I'd had it. If I'd got it for Monday morning, I'd be over the moon, which
Yeah.
I should have done. I didn't because I didn't think we'd get to it.
No, that's all right. Once the frosts are gone, we'll pour it.
Ain't
won't
going
we?
nowhere, is it?
No.
Ain't going nowhere.
No,
Harry Daly
no, no.
stayed up for bloody 8 months with that.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's good. And then the next section. So you've done these two. Where are you going next? You coming back this way?
Yeah, back this way.
So we
back
do-
this way, back this way. We'll do 2 3-metre stretches. We'll add 2 loads.
Okay. And then just run the lorry down the middle.
That will be 8Q.
Yeah.
That'll be a wagon load.
Yeah.
A wagon load should just do that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking,
Yeah. 'Cause you can see where it ended up last time.
And the next ones we're going to do the same again.
Yeah.
And then we'll have just 16 metres, have 2 lorries.
Yeah.
And the only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is whether he can get in there to, you know, how we pour it. If we've got to stand up machine, we've got to put it in a bucket and I've got to switch.
Yeah.
That's what we'll
Exactly.
do.
There's always something we can do. Isn't there?
When it's done, it'll be
Be good. It'd be tidy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Will you concrete through the tunnel that?
Oh, I'm hoping, yeah, whether we get through there, it's cost, doesn't it?
No. Yeah. Yeah. Eventually, though.
I'm hoping to do that end to the barn, to the water tank.
Yeah.
So-
And marry it up this end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go certainly to the green shed.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Certainly to that.
Yeah.
And
This is where all the
that'll
water used to
that'll
stand,
all
though,
run
wouldn't
back. That'll all run back this way. You know,
Yeah.
from where that water tank is and that. It's
Yeah.
going to run back to this corner,
it? Yeah.
and it'll run in, and then that all slope from there to there is a 3-inch fall.
Yeah. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
When it's done, it'll be good when it's done. That.
Sweet. Right, we've weaned 2 of the big calves out of here. We were going to wait, but we had an opportunity to wean them, and yeah, they're over there making a song and dance about it. It's going to be a bit loud and noisy. A couple more days, they'll forget about it. Yeah, there was young man in here not feeling too sharp this morning. He wasn't terrible bad, like lied down, couldn't get up or anything like that. He was just walking around with his ears down, and he was a bit slow. So farmer give him a jab, and hopefully that turns him round. I don't know which one he was, but we've only had 2 more come in here. 380, the one that we moved across there to keep an eye on, he's now back in here. He was farmer got him drinking. She stopped it in him, and yeah, I think he's all right. I don't know where he is actually. He'll be in here somewhere. We've had a go at tagging. You'd have seen that. That was a good bit of fun, but actually we had a bit of a result with that because they were all in this calf creep, and we managed to do them all in there without being bugged by the mums. I like to turf them out of here when I come through. It's a bit mean. It means waking them up, but point it means waking them up. I like to see them moving about. But you know, before we go home or when we come in, I like to get them up, moving. That's how we spotted him again this morning. This is him actually. What do you think of him? He's had a jab, but look at him. He's got his ears down, his head's a bit down low. He just doesn't look right to us. Anyway, he's had a jab, and hopefully mum's still feeding him, because I think he's that one that farmer was trying to get to suckle. He's that same young man, I think. 384. Hello. That's not yours. This big boy's yours, isn't he? Look at this man. He's a right unit. I think he's the oldest one. Let's go and find your mum. Come on. 384 we're looking for. Yeah, anyway, that's the calving shed. We'll come back in here in a week's time and have another look. We'll be doing other bits. But yeah, everything's starting to take shape and days are getting longer now, so you can find yourself with a little bit more time. And yeah, it's good actually. I like this end of the year. Get a bit more time to do things, a bit more you know, you're on the right side of things. It's dry as well. It's been dry for a week, so we might even be fertilising the middle of next week. So farmer's got a ton of spraying to do, so he's got to go and do a load of spraying. And yeah, so next week we're going to be busy again. Hay deliveries never stops. That's a dead cert every time. Right, there we go. That's all I got for you this time. I'm sure the video is probably long enough. That's his mum, look. I'd like to see him having a drink, if I'm honest. Anyway, you've got to keep your eye on them because they soon change. You know, yesterday you wouldn't have noticed him, but this morning he just didn't seem quite right. It could be a change in the weather, you see. Last week we've gone from -6 back up to +10s again, so that's never good for any of these sheds. You know, you might get one or two. That's where I want to see him. That's it. We've noticed it before with temperature variations like that can cause pneumonia in the shed. We'd rather see it cold for a long time or warm, you know, one or the other, not different variations. He's quiet as a mouse. See, you don't notice he's even there. Farmer went in with him, strawed him up. He was no bother. He'll do well here. He will do well. He's still got to get up there and change the plates. So I have got a name for him, but yeah, we'll get to that when we get to it. We will get to it. I imagine by the time I do get to it, it will be they'll be in with the cows. But we will get to it. I'll try and get you a bit of on the next video. I'll try and get you a bit more of the morning routine and littering up and stuff like that. We'll try and get a bit more of that for you if you want to see that. Yeah, I don't know. You tell me, what do you want to see more of? Do you want to see more carving stuff? Do you want to see more machinery stuff? Yeah, you tell me what you want to see. I'll record anything for you, you know. Yeah, you let me know in the comments, you know, what sort of stuff you want to see more of. Do you want to see more? If you want to see more of the animals and stuff like that, we can do more of that. Or if you want to see more of the machinery, I want to get out with Keithy and Charlie. Keithy's been flat out hedge trimming. Yeah, I haven't been able to get out there and show you the job he's doing. He does a marvellous, really lovely job, you know. Everyone who asks for Keithy on the hedge trimmer, well, everyone who, you'll get people ring up. We want Keithy to trim our bushes, the hedges and all the rest of it, because he just does a you know, ripping job. Makes anything look nice. He's been at it all winter. We've only got another month of hedge trimming left, time-wise. Yeah, we'll try and get a little bit of try and get some clips together of them out there doing that. I think next week, hopefully. We see how the week goes. I always say I try, but you know, it's a bit mad here sometimes. But that's just the way it is. Yeah, so anyway, that's going to do it. So make sure you like and subscribe, obviously, and yeah, gonna leave these guys to it on their own for a little bit, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.